So as I have told you on my previous video that I will be removing the tank from the base and taking the accessories out and install it or put it on the tank, the Sherman tank. But first of all, I will just like to let you see the box, the base of the tank. So this is the base of the tank, and this is the accessories were here, and one on the other side. Accessories were here. Hold on. Accessories were here and on this side. So this was taped into this plastic mounting, so try to be more careful in removing the tape so that you will not damage the picture. Unfortunately, I damaged this part here when I removed accessories. So let's just remove this part. Hold on. Let's remove this part. So this is now the base. So you can remove this too. You just pull it, you know. So it just slides back into this part. Same as the other side. See, there are some slots in there. So you can just slide it in. Just put this aside and see the main tank. So this is the Sherman Firefly, the British version. By the way, the Sherman tank is mounted on this base by, I think, this mounting part or mounting so this one is screwed into the tank at the bottom of the tank. See, there are two screws, this one and this one. So there are two holes here. This hole and this hole. So then this one is also mounted to the base with 4 screws. As you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. There are 4 holes here on the base, so it would fit like this. So see, so make sure you keep the screw on some small container so you will not lose all 6 screws. So now this is the Sherman tank. As per the instructions, the hatches can be opened. So let us see. This hatch is for the tank commander, and I think this hatch is probably for the loader. So let's try to open it. When I first open it, it's quite hard actually. So just be careful in opening the hatches. You might be tempted to use a sharp object or steel objects to open it. My advice is don't do that. You use a toothpick so that you will not damage the model, you will not scrape off the paint. It tells me to try to open it. The commander side is quite easy because there is this the copula, you know, you can just hold that, no, and just pry it open. It opens easily. The other hatch might be a bit harder to open, so you can use some toothpick. So there you go, it opens the two hatches. And this model also, the engine compartment can be opened at the back, so let's try to open it. Use the toothpick as well to pry it open. So as you can see, the engine compartment is opened, and you can see that the engine is there, you know. It's a bit blurry actually. Yeah. Let's try to focus it more. So okay, so let's just close the engine hatch. By the way, the turret can be traversed 360 degrees. And the gun can be elevated up and down. So I think this model is really good. The details are quite impressive, and you can see the weathering, and you can see the weld points, the weld joints here, from the glacis into the side armor. The glacis is the sloping armor of the tank. See, that's the weld, you know. You can even feel the texture of that weld joint. And the tank as well, you know, the texture of the tank of the turret is quite really good, you know. It's like a realistic metal. First. And the tank commander's hatch is quite good actually. You see, this is the copula. So when the tank commander's inside and he wants to see the surroundings, he can use this copula. And let's check out the wheels. The wheels is quite good. These are the bogies, and this is the, I think this the drive sprocket. This one is the idler. So I've seen on Forces of Valor webpage that this can actually turn. It's quite hard, so I will just not force it, so I might break something. Anyway, I think this is for display, not really for playing and making the tanks roll on the table. But let's check the bogies actually. The bogies does turn, you see, it can freely turn, the bogie wheels, and it does move up and down. See, it just move up and down. So I think it's quite good. The bogies move up and down. The bogies move up and down. So let's try to fit in the accessories. So first, let's check out the accessories. So the first is the tank commander, the British tank commander. So he's on a position where he's he's outside his torso is outside the tank, and the spare tracks then I think this is a wire rope, usually for towing other tanks or other armored vehicles. And the other stowages, see the canvas, I think this is another canvas, then there's another canvas, so total 3. Then I think this is also a towing cable actually, which has a loop on both ends, quite typical for tanks during World War II, used to tow in towing for, you know, other tanks, damaged tanks, other armored, other heavy objects. And there are 4 jerry cans, you know, for storing the fuel of the tank. And we have, I think, bags. No, it's part of the storage system of the tank. I think they have to put their food there, their provisions. And there's 2 boxes, one small, one bigger box, probably for ammunition storage. And there's a box for the milk. Then road sign and the cute little puppy. So let's try to install these accessories and see how it fits on the tank model. So first let's put in the tank commander. Okay, the hatch is already opened. It's perfect. The commander is perfectly fits on the hatch, and his hands were positioned properly, so it's like touching the opening of the tank. Here. So let's try to put in the jerry cans. There is no manual of where to put the accessories actually, so this is just my idea of how to put it. Jerry cans are at the back. So the 4 jerry cans, this fits exactly. And if you install this canvas, probably this is used as a tent for the tent cover. So you can see the 4 jerry cans and the canvas. Okay, let's put the wire rope and this tow cable on the side. Put the other canvas here. So by the way, this canvas, it has like a hook, you know, so that you can clip it on the tank. See this? And let's put this one here. And the bags, you know, the provisions for the crew, you can put it on top here. And the milk, let's just put it here. The ammo boxes can be opened actually, but there's nothing inside. It's a small box. This box is quite big. I think it is just for the provisions. But this box has some slots inside, so that I think that's for the ammunition. Let's just put it here. Okay. And the tracks, the extra tracks. As you can see, there are 2 tracks already here and at the front on the glacis. Usually they put some the tracks in front of the tank as an added protection against AP rounds or armor piercing rounds or high velocity rounds. So let's just put this in at the front as well. Right. No, it sits perfectly actually. So there you go. Now let's put the tank on the base. So this is the base. Actually, it has quite a nice texture. You can see the tank, the tank tracks. It's like it's on the mud, So that's your tank. And the sign, let's just put the sign here, but there's no writing on the sign, the street sign. Let's just put the box. Okay, the box, maybe you can put it here. And a cute little puppy. So this is my first 1:32 scale model by Forces of Valor. I'm quite happy to have this as part of my collection. I do have other 1:32 scale models. I will make reviews on this model as well. Looks good. If you like scaled models, please like and subscribe on my channel. By the way, the British version of the Sherman, I think, has the longest barrel. This 72-pounder gun has a bore size of 76.2 millimeter, and it has a muzzle brake to help reduce the recoil. But it is said that the 17-pounder gun is quite big, but we cannot show the entire gun because some parts are inside the turret. I said that it's quite cramped inside if you install the 17-pounder gun. But the British had this gun to counter heavier tanks like the Tiger tank, the Panther, and the Tiger II or the King Tiger tank. So they would have a better fighting chance with this gun that can fire high velocity armor piercing rounds. So I think that's it. That's about my review. If you have some questions, please, or comments, please feel free to write and I will reply as soon as I can. Thank you and see you next time.